Hi and welcome back. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is make a shape over here from this. So, first of all I'm going to start up here with these parts. And I'm just going to inset. And I just want to make sure that it hasn't damaged any of the polygons that we were using. No, it hasn't. That's okay. Now I'm going to delete these ones. Just here. Because a lot of this is all about getting like mad looking funky shapes. And so we want to be able to achieve that. I'm going to grab here. And I'm going to extrude it in to about there. And let's click OK. Get rid of these top polygons. And what I need to do now is just grab these three. And this one, and this one. And just holding down Shift, I'm going to drag them up. Then use my scale tool just to make them nice and flat. Then just bring them up into line with these ones at the top here. Okay, now I can bridge them. Let's use the bridge tool. Now you'll notice there's a bit of a gap here, so I'm going to take that into account. I'll just stop bridging for a second. What I'm going to do is just select here and here, and do a connect, and just slide it to about there. Okay, now, bridge tool. There we go. Okay, now you'll notice we've got this kind of lip here which I'd like to get rid of. So what I'm going to do is just select here, do a quick ring, connect, put 0 in. Next I'm going to grab here, do a ring, another connect. There we go. Now I'm going to grab these. And scale them down. Okay. So here, here and here. So let's extrude these out. Just to there. And then I'm going to get rid of that polygon. And that polygon. And that polygon. Same again over here. Okay. This means again another quick target weld. Now you can see I need to get rid of these polygons on the bottom here too. And there. Now there's obviously a polygon underneath here that needs to be got rid of. Let's just hit F3 and have a look. There's one. There. And there. Okay. And there's also one up here that needs to be quickly fixed. There we go. Okay, and that gives us that nice little shape there. Okay, next we've got some that I'm going to just pull out the sides of here. One here, and one here. So, just going to do a quick inset. Like that. And then just extrude them in. Okay, and that gives us this shape here, which is going to be handy for decals or any other gubbins that we decide to put on it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the frame that goes around each of these pieces. So I'll start with these two. So it's a quick bevel, making sure it's by local normal, then I'll cancel it again, and I'll do it by eye. Not a massive frame, just a little one. There we go. Slightly better. Okay, now down here then, I want 3 big fat pipes coming out of here. So, a couple of ways I can do this, but I think I'm just going to use the bend modifier, because I so rarely do, and it's very useful. So, cylinder, pull it out from here. And I'm just going to increase the height of it a little bit. I'll drop the radius a tiny bit. Not too much though. About there. See, that looks quite amusing. Right, convert to editable polygon again. And same way as before when we did the ammo feed belt, we're just going to use some simple ways of applying detail to this. So I'll use a connect. Click OK. Click chamfer. Also click OK. Sadly we can't shrink these to the right size, it doesn't work that way. Although what we can do is extrude them instead. Reduce the base width a little bit. And then chamfer them. Pretty. Okay. Let's see what a bend modifier is going to do. Standard 90-degree bend. Change the direction so it's actually going up. Okay, good thing about this is we can move our gizmo around now, which will make it smaller or bigger. We can also bring it in like so. Then we can change the center. These all seem pointless, however they're not. Okay, what I'm going to do is actually change the size of our gizmo. And by doing that I'll be able to actually fit this up inside it. Okay, convert to editable poly. And then it's a chamfer job. Well, bevel job, sorry. Good thing is that we can build some interesting detail then. Just doing this. Now I've got to bear in mind that we have quite a bit of space on this that I'm going to need to sort out. So first let's get it intersecting into the top part there. There we go. Now I'm going to grab here and just do a ring, another connect. Click OK. This time I'm going to extrude outwards. Reduce our base width, base height, and then chamfer that flat. Okay. Now I can make another two. I'll have one here. And I'm just going to scale it down a tiny bit and move it up. And then I'm going to make it a friend that goes just across here. Okay, that's fine. So they go into there like so. Okay, next. Let's have a quick look at some other things I need to do on this. I'd probably do with just chamfering this piece here out a little bit, so I can put a top on it. Let's have a look. If I go here and just ring it, that way it's in the middle. Do a quick connect. And grab here, here and here. Do a tiny chamfer. Get rid of this polygon. Grab this one, and then bridge. There, that's a nice shape. And those pipes there look really nice. I'm pleased with how they've came out. I'm going to add some more pipes onto this because you know what I'm like. I like pipes. Let's just exit isolation mode and see how this fits in with the rest of it at the moment. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, I'd like some fat pipes to come in from there to there and there to there. So what I'm going to do is actually have them built here, but I'll attach them to this one. So start them off as a cylinder. Like so. Right. Go to about here. And I'm going to change the height. And the height segments. Okay, and I'm going to apply a bend modifier to it. Make sure it's going in the right direction. Right, now we want it to intersect into there. Like that. Let's check it. Yeah, that's fine. Convert to editable poly. Now then I'm going to select here, 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 here. Select all these edges. Do a loop. Same as we've done before. Good thing about repeating what we've done is it means the style is kept the same, which is important. Okay, now down here. This is obviously part of the life support system or a cooling system or something like that. I'm going to be careful because this is a highly visible piece of detail. So my job now is to make sure that one, this blends in with everything else that I've built, and two, that it looks kind of not necessarily believable, but that it seems to be serving a purpose. We know that we've got to build it for function over form as opposed to the other way around, but that doesn't mean that we want it looking ugly. You'll notice I'm just manually keeping in with the style the other piece of hose has. Simply because I think it works. Now we're just going to embed it into this like so. And as you see, it just goes straight into the front of the dread. There we go. Now then over here, what I need to do is select this part, and I'm going to get rid of these pieces in here. So I really need this to line up now. So I'm going to bridge those. There and there. Okay, top viewport and zoom. Hit F3. Okay, we need to attach this. Now you can see just over there where I need it to attach to, and at the moment obviously it's not quite right, so what I need to do is go here, drop into perspective a second, and just delete this inside polygon, back into top viewport again. Okay, now I'm going to bring this around, basically slide it onto here. What I have to do now is get it to line up. I'm going to use my local viewport here. Notice I've got angle snap turned off. Angle snaps are very useful, but not in this circumstance, it isn't. Okay, and let's just do it here as well. Let's flatten that off. There we go. Okay, drop back into perspective and zoom. Okay, and I'm going to delete these two polygons here and here in a moment. Also going to delete these ones. There we go. Okay, first I need to get this. I'm going to flip it, so I'm just going to use my view. 180 degrees with shift on. Now this is the time that I do need angle snap on. There we go. Now I've just accidentally separated off from the rest, so I'll just reattach it again. And then I can move it. Hit F3. Okay. This one's going to need to be adjusted slightly differently from the other one, obviously. Okay, hopefully this should do it. Another minor adjustment. There we are. Draw back in perspective and zoom. Looks like I was way off on that one. There we go. Pop it into there. Alright, now I'm going to delete this. Before I do though, I actually need to build the bottom parts in, so what I mean by that is, and I'll try and explain. When I've straightened these, I've got these two capped areas at the top here, yeah? If I cap them now, it's going to be easy. If I forget to, and attach this piece first, then it isn't. Okay, let's get rid of these bits. Because now it's just a case of going from here to here. Quick bridge. And then a cap. I think I'll use a slightly better angle. There we are. That way I don't get any intersections going on. There, that's better. Now over here I'll do the same thing. So I'll just quickly bridge there. And then here. And a couple of caps. Then I can delete these two polygons again. Hopefully you're getting the idea of why I did this. If you don't, just go and do it your own way, and then when you screw up, come back and watch this whilst crying. You'll get the idea then. Okay. See, that's a nice effect, isn't it? That looks nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the way that looks. Okay, so that's first level of detail applied to the front end of the Dreadnought. Next part, we're going to add a secondary level of detail to the front end of the Dreadnought.